Aloha and good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to this special Hawaii News Now extended stream. I'm Dylan Anchesa in the H&N Digital Center. We are tracking some breaking news out of Costco Iwilei. I want to go ahead and show you some video just into our newsroom. This Costco is normally busy. Every day they are open, but right now they are closed. They are empty. The parking lot has been cleared out after a report of a bomb threat there at Costco Iwilei. Now, we've been tracking this story for about an hour now. We first got the alert from Honolulu police that this was happening just after noon. 25 minutes later, the city officials said road closure. They put out a road closure alert saying access to the parking lot of Costco Iwilei is closed due to the ongoing police investigation. Our teams there on the scene, on the ground, got these images. Drivers are not being let into the properties there. Again, Honolulu police are investigating an apparent bomb threat. They do remain on scene there. The gas station has also been closed off. This is, if you're unfamiliar with the Costco Iwilei, it is one of the most busiest Costco's around. The main warehouse is on one side of Alakawa Street and the gas is on the other side, but both of those properties have been closed off, and we are working to gather more information on all of this, so be sure to stay tuned right here to Hawaii News Now. We're going to bring you any updates that we get as soon as we get them. In some other news happening over the weekend, actually comes out of Hawaii Island, where Kilauea was erupting yet again. For more on this, let's send things over to our Casey Lund.
Beautiful day here on Hawaii Island, and the lava is contained to Halima'uma'u crater. The USGS says there's no threat to those communities in the lower East Rift Zone, of course, Leilani Estates, those places that were ravaged by the 2018 eruption. So good news and quite a sight to see. We'll get you down to the lava in just a moment. We also just wanted to show a little bit of the crowds that have been gathering here at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Folks from all over. Some of them have seen eruptions before. Some of them are seeing lava for the very first time. A really, really special event for so many people, visitors and locals alike.
We was in Kauai. We spent the day at the beach, but I seen them on Instagram, so we figured come check them out tonight. Last minute plans, but came out killer. I just wanted to come check them out. I seen them on Instagram. Yeah, it's worth it. It is beautiful.
We kind of just took a road trip. We're staying in Kona right now, and then we went swimming a bit, and then when we got out of the water, a bunch of the locals were like, the volcano's erupting right now. So then we ran over here.
I was like so amazed. I didn't expect that. Like, we went to a volcano yesterday, but it was like inactive, and so yeah.
Kendra Lin is a research geologist with the USGS Hawaiian Volcanoes Observatory. She said that right after the eruption is really crucial for their team to collect data and get an idea of what this event is going to look like.
Our morning field crews have done a helicopter overflight to capture photographs and thermal imagery. Later this morning, we'll be able to use those data to calculate the volume of lava that has erupted since the eruption began yesterday.
Well, of course, the cultural significance of Madame Pele returning to Halima'uma'u crater can't be overstated, but a lot of the folks that are visiting here and seeing her for the first time say it was absolutely worth the trip up the mountain.
I was very happy to see it now because I was here 3 weeks ago, which unfortunately we didn't see anything, and now seeing it, it's absolutely incredible.
So amazing to see Pele back. It's always exciting to get the text from the bosses going, time to come up to the summit, you've been summoned.
Yeah.
But you know, it can also be a little bit of a challenging time. You can see there's a lot of visitors right now. We had an influx of them last night.
It was a gorgeous sunny day here, but a reminder, especially for folks in the Ka'u district, some of those communities downwind, they probably will be dealing with a little bit of fog. We even have to deal with that sometimes on Oahu. Also, the National Park Service is reminding people there's a lot more foot traffic during an eruption event, a lot more people in the park, so slow down if you're planning to come and check out this eruption. Remind yourself to drive drive slowly and look out for more pedestrians on the roadway. Of course, they're also stressing that people view the lava from those safe, legal viewing areas and not getting too close to the crater. Reporting at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, I'm Casey Lund. For now, we'll send things back to you.
Thank you so much, Casey, for that awesome report. And now let's show you this live camera of Kilauea right now. Check out that activity. That lava is just spewing up from the ground. It is a beautiful sight to witness here. Kilauea is once again erupting. Now, the good news is all of the volcanic activity is confined within the crater of Halema'uma'u. So this is a rather safe eruption to go and check out at the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Again, this is a live look provided by our friends over at the USGS. In fact, I want to read the volcanic activity summary. This was provided earlier this morning around 8:10 in the morning. Volcanic activity summary: the eruption within Kilauea's summit caldera that began yesterday afternoon continues with eruptive activity confined to the downdropped block and Halema'uma'u crater. Now, HVO is lowering Kilauea's volcano alert level from warning to watch because the style of eruption and fissure location have been stabilized. The initial extremely high effusion rates have declined and no infrastructure is threatened. Again, no infrastructure is threatened. Associated hazards are confined to the closed area established by the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Once again, that was the volcanic activity summary provided by the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. They issued that statement around 8:10 this morning. It's just such a beautiful sight. I could watch this all day. Those fissures just spewing that lava. It's a gorgeous sight to see. Of course, air quality is a little bit of a concern for some near the volcano parts of Hawaii Island. But this is one of the reasons why we are lucky and blessed to live Hawaii. We want to go back now to that breaking news that we started off this extended stream with. We just got additional word here that the Dole Cannery building, has also been evacuated. At least one floor, we understand, according to one of our team members there. We are still working to gather some information. My colleague says some first floor businesses were evacuated. Of course, Dole Cannery shares the parking lot with Costco Iwilei. And so Honolulu police remain on scene there, working to figure out exactly what's going on. But again, an apparent bomb threat was reported to us just around noontime that prompted this response from Honolulu police. The parking lot to Iwilei Costco remains closed at this time. And we have just learned again that the businesses in the Dole Cannery building have also been evacuated, but we don't know the extent of that evacuation as well. We are doing our best to gather all the details for you. We also want to take a moment and reflect because today marks 22 years since America witnessed the horror of the September 11th attacks. For more on this, let's send things over to Alice Barr.
Today, as the nation pauses to remember
Jeremy Joseph Ahern.
Names of the lives forever stopped on September 11th, 22 years ago, filled the silence.
We love you. We miss you. We can't replace you.
From the World Trade Center in New York to the Pentagon and Shanksville, Pennsylvania, loved ones sharing deeply personal memories.
You are forever our hero and angel.
From a vast web of loss that stretches across America.
You may have been torn from us that day, but your love and memories will never be torn from our hearts.
President Biden returning to the U.S. from Vietnam, stopping at a military base in Alaska, paying tribute to the many soldiers who joined in response to the terror attacks that claimed nearly 3,000 lives and reshaped American foreign policy. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin speaking from the Pentagon.
We will always work to keep America safe, and we will always, always remember.
In a painstaking process, the remains of 2 more 9/11 victims have now been identified, but more than 1,000 families still wait, speaking the names of those they lost.
Love you, Phil. Talk to you later.
To ensure they never fade away. This story of loss is ongoing. The Uniformed Firefighters Association says there have now been nearly as many New York City firefighters who've died of post 9/11 illnesses as the 343 who died in the attacks. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Thank you so much, Alice, for that somber and moving report. Again, this is always a day of reflection here. It also marks the anniversary of Hurricane Iniki. Of course, our friends and family there on Kauai was hit extremely bad by Hurricane Iniki. Just take a look at some of the video here. Today marks 31 years since Iniki swept through as a Category 4 hurricane, packing winds of over 145 miles an hour. It completely devastated the town, the island, so many places there on Kauai, just completely destroyed. I am from Kauai, and so my family also lived through this as well. But the beauty is that the resiliency of the Kauai people really shone through. It shined bright during that time, and the aloha was also alive and well as neighbors helped out each other. So again, 31 years since Hurricane Iniki. I want to take you back out live now to Kilauea. We're just going to let this live camera go. Enjoy the sights. This is provided by USGS. This is a live look at Kilauea. All of the volcanic activity is confined within Halema'uma'u crater. A beautiful sight to just sit back and relax. The good news, again, no buildings, no structures, no communities are threatened, as Pelehonuamea once again puts on a show for Hawaii Island and the world. We're going to let this camera just sit here. And thank you so much in the meantime for watching Hawaii News Now. Be sure to have your H&N mobile news app downloaded on your cell phone so you can get breaking news alerts sent right to the palm of your hand. I'm Dylan Encheta in the H&N Digital Center. Mahalo for watching.